there, Aries. This is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to your reading, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, or welcome to the channel. Yes, let's start. We're going to start with Intuit Oracle to find out what your past, whether it's near or far, energy is, your present day energy, and your near future energy is. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for Aries today? What do they need to know? Hope you're all doing well. Please like and subscribe. And let's hit the ground and run. Alright. We've got sleeping or stepping stones. Stepping stones. We've got the process of arrival, step-by-step, way out, how to keep on going, baby steps, progress, spiritual growth. Okay. Taking it slow like the Knight of Pentacles from the Tarot. And the present day energy is raccoon, problem solver, curious, asking questions, adaptable, creative, entrepreneurial, mischievous, scavenger, resourceful, and clever. Okay, you're the Aries. This is really weird energy for you. Alright, near future energy is rider. Messenger, movement, message, travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, progress, and full speed ahead. So there's you. There's you now. Okay. So for some reason, Aries, you're taking baby steps towards something. You're taking things step by step. You're going at a pace that is unusual for you. Being the fire sign that you are, you're usually, and being the first one of the zodiac family, I guess, the head of the zodiac body, and so you're always the one coming up with great ideas and wanting to, like, let's do it, let's do it now. We should have done this yesterday, and so you're all vim and vigor, ready to go and take on challenge. But you're not this time. In the past, near or far past, you've been taking things slow. There's something that you're going towards, you're taking things slow. And it's going to solve some kind of problem. It's going to solve something that you've been curious about. You're going to be able to understand something. You're going to be able to achieve something. You're going to be able to adapt to something. You're going to find that you have the resources that you need in order for you to to get on the horse and get going in the near future. Okay, let's find out more from Lenormand. Archangel Michael, what does the Lenormand have to say about this very interesting and unusual reading for Aries? Our Aries people. Right, past energy is the rider. Oh my goodness, it's like you're on the horse and you got the reins in your hands and you just want to, you really just want to giddy up and go, and that's your energy, right? You've got some news. You got something that's incoming, some kind of changes, some kind of movement is happening fast, but you're wanting to slow it down, pull those reins back, whoa. You're not really wanting to, but there's something about it that you need to. You need to do that. Wow. And this is sarcophagus, kind of like the coffin, but it's the tomb for what's that guy's name? Tutankhamun? I'm not sure. Yeah. So, anyways, it's kind of like the coffin. We'll have a look at it. That's very weird energies here with the raccoon being curious and mischievous, and then we have the sarcophagus, and then we have the sun. Well, and then you're shining. You see, all flame, vim and vigor again. All flame. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, let's find out some more. Oh, we put these like this. Okay, let's find out some more from this Lenormand deck, the Dixie. Archangel Michael. Hey, past energy is the fox. Yeah, you are like, okay, you're kind of like your, you're kind of waiting in the, I don't know, how would you say it? Waiting in the wings, like hiding out in the bushes to pounce on your prey, the fox. So you're being secretive and strategic. Just put it that way, secretive and strategic about something that you're going to be moving towards quite quickly too in the near future. So we got the Child, so there's something to do about innocence, something to do about a new beginning, something to do about curiosity, just like the raccoon. Near future, the Garden. That's it. Something's going to be made publicly known. Something could be made social too. And when something's social, it means like it's getting out there, it's public, it's being put out there. Well, let's find out from the Lenormand here what sarcophagus has to say. That's coffin. That's not it. Let me see. It's got to be it, because it's that one. The Gilded, yeah. Why does it say coffin? I thought it was sarcophagus. Maybe that's in the Kipper. Okay, I am a painful change and transitions. You will feel me through your body and your mind, and certainly your wallet. Wow, certainly your wallet. Depression, loss, and bankruptcy are my specialties. I am sickness and bed rest. I am all endings and sometimes death. The coffin of the Reverie deck harks back to the ancient Egypt period. Although traditionally seen as an ending or finality, this is also symbolic of life after death, right? Of an initiation that brings a final reckoning of our life purpose. It is often when we are faced with life-changing events or illness that we evaluate the important aspects of our life. Here in the Reverie world, we see the coffin in the form of a sarcophagus, flanked by the imposing figure of Anubis, the goddess of embalming and protector of the dead. One of his roles is to assist with weighing the heart to ascertain the worthiness of the person to enter the afterlife. The significance of this card can be the actual ending of something as we know it. All right. So something, because you are being very careful moving towards something, like taking a strategic approach to it, waiting in the wings, hiding in the bushes before you pounce, right? Before you pounce. Where are we here? Pounce. You're taking things strategic because it may be a delicate issue. It may be delicate issue. It could be something that is could go astray or go awry quite quickly if you don't handle it well, if you don't deal with it well. Like, for example, I don't know, whoever gets offended over something, right? Let's say, let's just as an example, what I mean is like when your daughter says, I want you to meet my boyfriend, and you, the parent, are saying, only if he, I don't know, he can only come to our house and eat dinner with us as long as he is, he has the intention of marrying you. Something stupid like that, right? And that offends her because she's like, Mom or Dad, all I want you to do is meet him. It doesn't mean we have to be married. We're just kids after all. you know, and she storms off, runs into her bedroom, slams the door, and doesn't talk to you for the rest of the day. That kind of thing. And then she doesn't invite her boyfriend to come over. So it's kind of like we put some kind of too much responsibility, too many requirements on something, and it's like it does a 180 now. It's like if you request or demand too many certain requirements, you're going to either spoil the pie, or it's going to do a 180, and it's not going to happen. It's going to die. It's going to go where all dead things go, kind of thing. So it's a matter of taking this seriously enough to make sure that you're not going to be offending anyone, putting anyone out, kind of like waving somebody or something off, like disregarding them. It could be something like a job where you're going in for an interview and you say something like, I don't know, it's let's say you're going in for a job interview to work at a bar. And this would be at the time when you could smoke in a bar. Okay, I'm just giving you an example like that. You go to work, you're going for a job interview to be a server or a bartender at a bar, and you're having the interview, and they say, "Is there anything you'd like us to know about you?" And you say, "Well, the only thing I guess that I'd want you to know is that I don't smoke, and I don't like being around other people's smoke." And they go, "Oh, okay, well, it was," they get up out of the chair, put their hand out, and say, "Well, thank you for coming in. It was lovely to meet you. We'll let you know. You'll hear from us." And they never do contact you, because, like, why are you looking for a job in a bar where our patrons smoke, right? I know it's a ridiculous example, but it would have been it back in the day when we were allowed to smoke, and not that I smoke, but we're allowed to smoke in public places like that. But just to give you an idea what I mean is that you don't want to close the coffin or close the lid on something by being too rash, and you're realizing that, Aries, because Aries are impulsive for the most part. Aries people, that's your thing. You're impulsive. You have come up with ideas, and we always think they're great ideas, and so we need to act on them. We need to do it now, right? And Aries generally aren't famous for following through on something. They're good at throwing ideas out there, coming up with great ideas and throwing them out there, whereas other people would take the ball and roll with it. So anyways, that's what the idea I'm getting now. It may be some other thing for you, because I can't come up with every single idea or example to help you. If if you're here watching this, you'll get what I mean, and if it's pertaining to you, if it's resonating with you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, even without me saying a thing. So let's go ahead and keep going. But this is like you're moving into something brand new, and it's like it's got your curiosity piqued. It's got your curiosity piqued, and it could possibly be something that's going to solve some kind of dilemma or problem for you, or just solve some kind of need that you have. But it's in the near future, you're going to be being able to spread the word, or announce that this is coming together for you. It's coming together for you, and it's all happy times, and you're excited about moving forward with it and letting people know. And you might even be invited to some kind of social event that has something to do with it, or you're going to be creating a social event to celebrate the news, right? Why do I keep doing that? Let's just start with the major arcana first. Okay, what major arcana want to come out and talk to us during this for this reading. The Hierophant. Yeah, that's seeking your buffalo, right? You're seeking the largest beast besides the elephant on land in North America. Anyways, I don't think we have elephants in North America. So yeah, but the largest beast on land for at least the indigenous people, and they revered the buffalo. So anyways, the Hierophant is somebody that you will be seeking advice from, consultation with. You're going to be possibly, maybe even looking at being in some kind of position that's of authority, that you'll be taking on a role or a job, right? Doing that sort of thing. But you definitely are going, it's something that is, it's traditional, either who you're seeking for advice or consultation is to someone that's in the tradition. It'd be a traditional role. It's a person that's in a traditional role. So like a lawyer, a accountant, a counselor, a rabbi if you're Jewish, a priest, whatever. Okay? So it could also be your God, because the Hierophant does represent God as well, our highest deity. So it is that you are seeking that kind of advice. And let's see what clarifies that. The Emperor. For the tarot, this is the highest. Yeah, the highest is the Emperor. And the Emperor is kind of like its own god. But Emperor also represents, or Aries is the Emperor, represents Aries. So you are either seeking somebody who is like maybe a father figure to you, father figure, or is your father, okay? Somebody who is in some kind of leadership role, all right? Somebody who's in the role of the place, the job, the work, whatever that you're seeking to achieve or to acquire. Yes, so you'll be definitely looking at who you can help to get you into the space, mindset and the place where you can get into that, step into the role of the leader that an emperor is, who's in charge. And it could be of a company, whatever, but you may be seen as somebody who is an authority figure. You may be getting promoted in your workplace. Maybe you're becoming, maybe you're stepping into being a judge, in the courts. Something that is of a higher and a traditional place. Like for business, it would be like the CEO or program manager, maybe supervisor or program manager, district manager, CEO, and then you could be the one who actually is going to be taking over a company, or the board of directors, where you might be taking on the role of the chairperson, a major investor, whatever. So this is something that you just you really want. You're like, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been given this opportunity. I've been asked to blah blah blah. And you're going, okay, wait a minute. Slow down, Aries. I need to think about this, because, it might look like it's all, all pros all the way, but maybe there's some cons that I don't know if I could live with. I need to talk to some people, maybe some people in the industry, or people in that company, or just whatever it is. You're going to be curious. You're going to be putting your feelers out there. You're going to be talking to people like this, getting some some advice, finding out more about being in that particular role. What does it expect of you? That kind of stuff. It's all brand new. I mean, it's like it's your baby. It's going to be your baby, and you've got to make sure that that's the baby you want. Okay, very good. So let's start with tarot. What can tarot tell us to complete this story? Archangel Michael, thank you. Yeah, I can see you being in a black tie, you know, formal party, you know, where you're meeting all the people who make your world go round. Yeah, that the world revolves around, basically. Black tie event. Yeah. Because you've accepted the job, or you accepted the role, or you've taken on the responsibility, or you've helped somebody else do it. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, because you have acquired a lot. So you would taking the reason why, Aries, you're in the position to be sought after for a higher type of role or position is because you are somebody who works hard and you sow the right seeds. You take whatever, you take your job or your role or your responsibility seriously enough to put the heart, to put the work in, to learn your craft, to know it, and to have taken the steps necessary from you. It could be I'm talking to somebody, you know, one or two of you or more, that you've started at the ground level with the company. And let's say you started in the mailroom, but then you quickly moved up to on the floor to or out in the field, to be out in the field doing something with your employer for whatever product or service that they're into, you know, that they provide or provide or whatever, I don't know. But then you went, you know, you worked, maybe you had to go and work in different locations, and you took on that. You didn't have to, but you took on that responsibility. You said, okay, what, you know, you thought about this intelligently, and that's another quality of an Aries. You thought about this intelligently and said, hey, you know, I really don't want to be moving around from one job to the next, whatever, for one company to the next. So what can I do in this company that's going to help me climb the ladder, you know, to progress and take on more responsibilities and have higher pay as a result, salary and all that, benefits and so forth, 401ks, stuff like that. And they said, well, you're going to have to do this, and then you'll be in this position, and then you'll have to go out in that position, and this position is going to require you to actually have a district where you're going to be overlooking a few of our locations, whatever, or they have locations around the world, around the globe, and they say, well, if you really want to move up, the best way to do that is to prove to us that you're flexible enough and adaptable enough to say yes to relocating to another country where we have one of our you know, whatever, our stores or our locations, company locations. Yeah, and so you might have said, yes, I'll do that, and you're capable of doing that, and so you did it. You went away for a long time, and then eventually you'd come back to your home country, your hometown, and they would keep you there for a while, and then they might actually tell you again that, you know, we got this position, if you want a promotion, if you want to take on this position, maybe as you know, program manager, because we got a project going on over in who knows, Africa, let's just say, in Africa. If you go there for 3 years or more, well, to see the project through, then when you come back, we'll put you in this chair, this office, this corner office with these beautiful windows in it where you're looking out over, because you're like 5 stories up or higher, and you'll have like almost like a CEO position, if that or more. And I don't know if there's much more than CEO, but yeah, that's how we're going to be able to get you into that kind of authority position. If you want to progress and progress faster, it's best to be able to relocate to one of our other locations and work there for a time. And then when you come back, you've actually leap jumped over someone else who said that they couldn't do that. So now you're going to be in the position they would have wanted to be in, but because they didn't take the risk and weren't flexible enough, that it was offered to you, and so now you're getting it, kind of thing. Whew. And then we have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, because you're like hiding, waiting in the wings where you really aren't comfortable being. Right? You're not comfortable waiting in the wings, waiting for your moment to pounce. But you have to. You kind of have to take the offer. The 7 of Pentacles. You've got what it takes. So you've been asked to do something. So you're taking the offer, and you're not going to be like this. You're not going to go wee in front of them. You're going to be going like, oh, that's a very interesting offer. Yes, I can see how that would be something I might be very interested in, have the skills for. But I really have to take this, and I have to take some time. Oh yes, of course, that's what we would expect. So you're letting them know that you're very interested and you're very grateful that you've been offered the position, or the chance for it, but you are not going, yes, I'll take it, no. You're going to be very cool and collected about it, because that's a leader, right? That's a leader. You got to show them that you're in leader energy, not a high school girl kind of thing. And I apologize if I'm, offending any high school girls, but high school girls shouldn't be listening to this tarot card reading, because that would be under the age of 18, right? So, anyways, let's continue on. You're in your 8 of Swords, like what if I keep waiting in the wings and I can't pounce on it? I have to wait to pounce on it. Are they going to offer it to somebody else? Maybe they'll see someone else as being more suitable for the position, or whatever your worries or concerns are that you have got yourself stewing in, had to do with whatever it was you're worried you weren't going to be able to make happen for your daughter, or be in a position or relationship with somebody that you want to date somebody, or you want to marry somebody, and you're worried that if you don't show how interested you are in being with them, that they might decide to turn their head and look at someone else, that sort of thing, or the job thing, right? And then we have the 6 of Wands. So a beautiful butterfly taking flight because you transformed something, and now you're successful. You're reaching for success, victory and success, and you will be, because look at you, you're seeking information from someone who's in a leader position, or at the company, or in some other authority place that you need to gain information from. And you are, because you're learning and you're seeking and you're learning, you have the mind of a curious raccoon, and you're putting everything else to bed, like anything else that might try and get in the way. You're like your excitement for one thing, you're keeping wraps on it, you're keeping the lid on it, because you don't want it to die. You don't want you to lose that offer, and so you're you're talking to leaders and you're becoming a leader as a result of that victory and success. You are going to be the one who's most suited for the task at hand, whatever this is for you, Aries, okay? And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Wow, because this is something that I think you've been thinking about for a while. It's been on your mind, something you've been wanting to achieve, and you know that it's going to increase your pentacles even further. When you think about that, right? You have 7 pentacles and there's 10 of pentacles. There's 10 pentacles, and you know that if you take on this role, the 4 of pentacles is going to be exponentially improved upon, right? Financially, excuse me, but also it means that it's something that you have been sitting on, and it's like I said, it's something you've been working towards, and you've had it on your to-do list or your bucket list. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. This goal is what I have for me and in my career, that kind of thing. You've been sitting on that. You've been hanging on to it and hoping for the best. Working, not just, you actually been working hard to achieve it. So it's not like you've just been sitting in your armchair and waiting for life just to show up on your lap. You've been making sacrifices, and you've been making moves that have been strategic, and as far as this goal is concerned, you have been thinking about it and moving towards it slowly, and sometimes a little skip, jump, and a hop gets you there too, because of the sacrifices you've been making in order for you to achieve a certain goal for you or for someone else. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is all about losing sleep, but you're all excited, stressed to the max, because now this is near future stuff, right? Because now you're in it. This is your baby now, right? This is your baby, and now you've got to show up. You got to show up. You got to take the reins and ride in this adventure this journey that you're on now. Oh yeah, definitely stressful. Losing sleep at night, but part of that losing sleep at night here is what I'm getting from this, is that it's the excitement of being in it, of doing it. Actually, it's no more just imagining it or fantasizing about it. You're actually doing it. Okay, you are doing it now. So it's like, it's a little bit of nerves, but it's anxiety, nerves, whatever. But it's kind of a good vibration of anxiety, where you've got the Five of Wands with the inner conflict about, I'm getting that the inner conflict it's inner conflict. It's not conflict with anyone else, but it's conflict that you're like saying to yourself, with this stress, you're saying to yourself, who am I kidding? You don't want to look like you're to others, that you got a mask on, or that you're someone that you're, because we all doubt ourselves, right? We all doubt ourselves. We take on a huge responsibility, a new job promotion, or to be doing something different in life that we've been thinking about achieving, and we've finally got it in our hands. It's kind of like, am I going to screw this up, right? And no, you're not. You're not going to screw it up, but it's natural to feel that way. So with the Four of Cups going on here, it's like you are the one where you are, look at you, the rat sitting on all the cups, right? You know the ins and the outs and the pros and the cons, and you can see them, and it's not a matter of any longer in the near future that one is coming in that you don't see, whereas you'll notice that another Four of Cups cards is that one's kind of coming in from behind your back, you don't see it's there. You see it's all there. You know what is required of you, and it's going to be something that is, you got to do or die it kind of thing, and it's going to be something that you can't disappoint yourself or disappoint others. You know that, and that's what's stressing you out too. Is that because it's like you don't want to look like you're a fake or a fraud, whatever. And believe me, you're not a fake or a fraud, but when we get that kind of nervous tension, we might start thinking that people will see through us, and that we may not necessarily be up for the role or up for the task. You're going to be socializing with these people, right? And they're going to get to know you a little, and you might be a little afraid that they will see, enlightened, right? That they will see what you think that you might be seeing in yourself, that you aren't necessarily the best person for the job, but you are. And that is just it is an illusion, because it comes from the nerves, the stress that we're having. Remember, you're in stress here. You're in even more stress here. This is the 8 and this is the 9. You've gone up the scale in stress. You're stressing out, and you have this inner conflict. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Will I know how? Will I cave when I get under pressure? You know, will I cave, or will I be able to handle the pressure? You know, I'm taking on, let's say you're going from a program manager position to where you're just managing over a program, to actually a CEO where you're over the whole entire company and all of the employees. And, you know, people, the businesses that you work with, vendors and stuff like that. I mean, you've got major responsibilities on you now, and are you going to fold when the going gets crazy? And you're just kind of questioning yourself about that, and you're worried that other people will see you and be disappointed in you, as you are thinking you're going to disappoint yourself, but you're not. We've got the 10 of Pentacles right here, right? 10 of Pentacles, that's you as a winner, as you being committed, fully committed. And I could throw this one out here with the 6 of Cups, saying that this is something that's been coming for a long time. You have grown a very strong life purpose here with the tree. It's a very strong life purpose, because you have very strong, a good root system. Because of this, right? Because you have really shown up for your employer. You've shown up. You've done what's been asked of you. You've gone. You've been flexible. You jumped through some hoops that other people weren't willing to do. So you're quite grounded. And with the 6 of Cups, it's a past. It's like you have been grounding yourself for quite some time. And, growing those roots to keep that tree nice and stable and thriving above the ground. So that's you now. So Aries, if I could say anything to you at all, I would say, do not worry. You've got this in the bag. You just keep going with the flow and take it one step at a time. Keep taking it, even right now, taking it one step at a time. But remain curious. And keep learning whatever you can, because you are going to be very victorious and successful, because what you have been doing, holding yourself back, is actually assisting you, helping you, benefiting you right now. It's your baby after all. This is what you were in the world of work, in the world of career. This is what you were made for. Okay? So I hope that was helpful. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.